On the skeptical to believer spectrum, I think that in this setting of going to a psychic fair and sitting in a hotel conference room on the chairs, I think that this kind of aura photography is for fun and entertainment purposes. And it is fun and it is entertaining, so it's a cool technique. Hi, call me Mint. I went to another event I want to talk about. It was a local metaphysical and psychic fair. Originally I thought, oh, we'll make 2 videos, one on getting my aura photo taken and one on the psychic fair. But really, so much of the psychic fair is craft show and artisans and people selling their art that it didn't really seem all that vlog worthy. The experience is the experience of walking and looking at people's art and appreciating it and buying some candles or something. It's a good one. With the secret. There were so many different vendors offering different types of readings, and for some of them there were tents set up in the little hotel conference room where you would have to go and you would open the zipper to the tent and you would go inside the tent like an old school fortune teller idea, but in like a nylon zipper tent, to maintain a little bit of secrecy about what was going on in that reading. And I am intrigued what was going on in those little zipper tents. They had one that was vibrating. I had a great time, but it's not really something specific and special to a psychic fair. You would do that at any craft show. But the most fun experience that I had at the psychic fair was getting my aura photo taken. So as you can tell, I am dressed like a fairy. I came to the psychic fair straight from a fairy gig, and I didn't mind because I felt very cute in my flower crown and ready to have my aura photo taken. You sign up for a time, and when it's your turn, you go and you sit down and you place your hands on these scanners that are meant to collect biofeedback information about your aura. You sit and it takes quite a while, long exposure style. I'm leaning forward because my arms didn't quite comfortably reach the plates, but I didn't mind. I do feel like in a dim hotel room like this, a ring light would help. They could fit a ring light in there, right? Just boop, right between you and the aura cam. I feel like that would work. And then when we came back in 10 minutes, the woman in the booths peeled back the developer layer and you get your photo, and it's really wet at first. And it retains that wet finish. This was mine from just this last weekend. time I ever heard of aura photography was when I had a friend go to a psychic fair, and they said, it's just a broken camera. And I was intrigued and curious.
For the sake of analysis and comparison, I wanted to do a side-by-side photo. This one is a photo taken by my friend with deliberately expired Polaroid film that I feel like has some distinct aura photography vibes, because sometimes I'm all about vibes in the fun, casual, aesthetic way. And then putting it next to the psychic fair photo. I wanted to present some research about the process and technique in an attempt at being a little informational, but it's been more challenging than I expected to find primary sources about it. A lot of sites reference early 20th century xerography techniques like Kirlian photography, but that requires the subjects, mostly leaves were photographed this way, to be shocked, and that's not what we're doing here. The aura photography contraption du jour is the Coggins cam that gained popularity in the 1970s. Sometimes it's also called the Aura Cam 6000, but other than finding information with keywords like biofeedback or meridian, most people are a little secretive about how the colors develop. These cameras have no control over the f-stop or shutter speed, which is why they're taken against a really dark background. And it is based on a Polaroid camera inside the big metal box, which is not surprising based on the results. But that's really what I found out, and I hope that little bit was interesting.
So, pretty consistent. Blue and violet, both times. According to the little guide sheet that they provided, violet means I have psychic power, I'm magical, and I'm artistic. So, like, that's pretty flattering. That's nice to say. At the booth, when the reader peeled back the developer on me and two friends' photos, we all had a very similar gradient, and she commented on that and said we had angel energy that represented our friendship, and it's flattering to hear those things. And it did contribute to me having a good time. I wish I was visible in this photo. I think it would make a better keepsake than paying for just a purple gradient, but I still wanted to make the video and talk about the experience and compare and all of that. So here's the score sheet. Here's this last weekend's aura photo. And here is my aura photo from last summer. The colors, these are so hard to video. It's just, they are so wet looking. There are different options when you're having your aura photographed to have just the photo or a photo and an in-depth, detailed reading from the expert there at the booth, from the person who has studied this equipment and brought it. I think this is for entertainment and self-reflection purposes rather than fortunes. And especially in the setting of at a little festival where it's a little booth in a hotel conference room. I think this is for entertainment purposes. I had fun. I am sharing my experience, and that's what I think it's all about. Where do you fall on the believer to skeptic spectrum? Have you ever paid for a reading, and what kind of reading was it? Was it an aura photo or tarot or iridology, or is there something that you find helpful about going to psychics? Do you have hater disease? I appreciate you so much for watching my video and my channel. The best way to support my content creation is to head over and check out my Ko-fi and maybe give a little $3 donation to buy me a coffee. I held up the mug like I'm not actually just drinking energy drinks over here. And as always, till next time.